this is Kelly. Welcome to The Skinny. Yesterday at the Weight Watcher scale, I lost 2.8.
Woo!
I was super excited, and that's a total of 75.2.
You're back in the game.
I'm back where I wanted to be. I'm not at my lowest yet, but I'm back at my 75 at least.
Yeah, which
That's
is
huge.
Which is your biggest milestone.
Huge.
I had a great week at this.
I was kind of jealous.
After my 1.6 last week, I was like, woohoo! This week I lost 4.4. So I am at 99 pounds down. So I'm one more from my 100 and then back where I was.
Which is so
my
great.
goal is to do that this week. And then I'm back in the game to kind of kick off the rest of the year. And I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today was kind of getting into
off
the new year groove.
And I think part of that for us was getting back to the weight under control in January, so we can kind of get back to where we were, so we can move on.
We had a 2-week streak. We're into a 3rd-week streak. We're both feeling really good, doing really well.
But our big concentration this week has really been food. Like, really jazzing up food, finding new foods.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
That we started searching, looking for food, Instagram, Connect, finding food ideas just for ourselves.
Right. And we're not done with that.
No.
But we kicked it off a little bit, and we're finding some new things.
We did. And I also wanted to talk about, I do want to mention, I talked about a tracker buddy, my tracker buddy.
That's been
that
successful.
I had for 2 weeks in a row. She tracked for 14 days in a row, and she lost over 3 pounds.
Yay!
So
yes.
I was so excited for her, and we're tracking again. And next, our tracking buddy, there's 7 of us on the texting group. So, and and it's just as motivating for me.
Is.
Her being on it had me on it. So, I'm just as susceptible to falling off the wagon as anybody else. I mean, it happens. But it has really helped me to have that.
Well, it is that whole Weight Watchers thing, that better together.
True.
It is so true.
It is true.
They can't have a better phrase to attach to Weight Watchers than better together, because that's why we have meetings. That's why we have this community. That's why we have Connect, which is another part of our community, is we're in this together. Nobody understands what you're going through, but somebody who's there, who's been there. They totally get where you're at.
And texts are coming through from my tracking buddies as we're on this video. I'm seeing them come in.
There.
Which is so exciting because it means everybody's saying, hey, I'm tracked for the day, I'm good.
Yep.
And I love that. I love it.
Here it is, the evening.
Everybody's been so,
tracked.
Everybody's been so on it, and it's been so exciting. It's been so exciting.
Yeah,
I felt like I'm just kind of in it.
Yeah, if you're struggling, say something to somebody in a meeting. Say, hey, help me out. So who wants to be my tracking buddy? And we'll keep each other accountable. And if you're actually online, go on Connect. See if you can hook up with a tracking buddy on Connect and share, I think you can find a way to share a number or phone number or
get an email where you can send your smartphone number, because then people can text you.
You can start. Find one.
We're even sending Bitmojis.
Yeah.
Have
your mom do it. If you're doing this and your mom is your cheerleader, have your mom do it. Have your mom's. If my mom were here, she'd totally be texting us saying, okay.
I'd have to teach her to text first.
We would. And then she would be like, are you guys tracking? And because I want to go shopping. She would, totally.
She would.
My dad would too. He'd be ridiculous.
Yeah,
he would call though. He wouldn't text.
He'd call. Voicemail.
Have you tracked?
Babe,
have you tracked?
Did you track today? Call and tell me.
It's so true.
It's so cute. He was so cute.
But yeah, those people that are your cheerleaders at home that want only for you to succeed. And listen, if it's a best friend, whatever it is. Again, because we are better together.
It really does make it so exciting if it's somebody in your meeting, because then when you're there to weigh in, you're like
dancing.
You're like, oh my God, who did what? And how did you do? And it just makes the meeting even more exciting. Yeah. So if you can get one in your meeting, try to do it. I think it's
Make friends.
Okay.
Let's share food.
Now that we've shared we're rolling into this new year with such a streak. So now let's share some of the finds we had this week. I actually dragged her late at night to Trader Joe's and to Meijer.
Last night.
Yeah.
But we're going to show you an empty bag because we ate the whole thing.
Counted them, of course.
We counted them.
There's only 4 in the bag.
Ciabattas at Trader Joe's. Oh my gosh.
I always avoided them.
Delicious.
I knew about them.
Ciabatta rolls.
But I avoided them because I love bread so much.
Yeah.
But I was okay with them.
And they are.
It's okay.
And I think they're 3 SP per. So what we do is slice them and make our sandwich with them. Oh my Lord, so good. Who knew? I think I didn't. How did I not know this?
How did I not know this? And I almost don't really want to know it, but I was okay because I had control with them.
Oh, I have control. But 3SP is pretty decent. So these are from Trader Joe's.
It's one of those things you can actually pull one out of the bag and just start gnawing on it. That's how good it is.
I wouldn't even need to put anything on it. Although peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, peanut butter was delicious. So if you're close to a Trader Joe's, go grab some of those. And actually, I'm making her on the way home stop and get some more.
Yeah, and we have to tell them what kick we've been on. We'll have to share that later. We have been on this crazy kick.
Our crazy, it's a flashback kick.
Snack kick.
We
went back to something else that we've been using.
I feel like,
But this is something else we're obsessed with. I'm sure you guys are probably found this, and we probably even mentioned it. It's the fat-free feta. We are obsessed with feta like you read about.
Yeah.
I put it in spaghetti. I put it on sandwiches.
And you get 1/4 a cup.
It's crumbled feta.
Zero.
Oh my, I'm obsessed with
We buy like 3 of these at a time.
We're ridiculous.
And spaghetti, throw it on a wrap, throw it on a sandwich. They're
yummy.
delicious.
I love it.
It's delicious.
It's so good. And we have, of course, these.
Yeah.
They're the Kraft Singles fat-free. They're sharp cheddar. We have the American.
We have the American.
And we're like, they
try
have
it.
sharp cheddar.
I hope I like it.
I'm going for that. Because we've been doing my grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch with the soup. I have to say,
there's another one of our tracking buddy things coming through. Gotta love it.
What I do like is the 2 pieces of zero cheese because it makes it a point, I believe.
One if you
takes
do 2.
It up.
And you use 2 on your...
I used 2 on
grilled
cheese last week at work. Oh my gosh, it was uber delicious.
Yeah. And I am going to say, I'm going to flash back a little bit to the ciabatta.
Yeah.
This morning I wanted a low breakfast, and I usually use 3 points for breakfast, but I gave myself 4 this morning, and I cut the ciabatta open. I took 1/3 cup of egg beaters, which is 0, scrambled my egg, put it on top of a piece of cheese. The American cheese, because I didn't want to crack that open yet, some left over. 0 cheese. Put my egg on there, threw 1 piece of the Black Forest ham from Trader Joe's, which is in the fridge. I forgot to grab it, but Black Forest ham, you can't miss it. Threw 1 piece in the pan for a point. I think it's 2 ounces is 1 point or whatever. So I threw just 1 piece. Put it on my sandwich, and it was delicious. And it was a 4-point sandwich.
It was very good.
It was so good.
Something else we found, courtesy of Lisa in our meeting.
Yes, my tracking buddy.
Is the Jenny O. This is sweet Italian turkey sausage.
There's another one.
There's also a hot one.
A hot one.
There's a hot one.
We're
and
wimps,
these are 4SP per. Look how big these are.
They're giant.
I would probably dice these up and put it in my lean cuisine macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
And have that maybe with a baked potato side, a small baked potato or something like that, because this is 3SP.
She said
4SP. 4SP is not a lot.
She said she takes it out of the casing and kind of crumbles it up, and just throws it in whatever. Which sounds delicious. Especially if it's hot. I think for the spicy, she'll put it in something she wants to add some kick to.
Then sounds delicious. We'll share this next.
I stumbled on this just late, wandering around the mire.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've done chicken sandwich before.
Maybe.
But I think I've forgotten.
I forgot these.
The 5SP, that's not bad. It's for the chicken sandwich. And this one is just a chicken patty, a regular chicken patty. 100% all natural ingredients from.
And you could put on a sandwich then, or the 2 points for the 2 slices of bread, the light bread.
Ciabatta.
Well, yeah, I don't know what is. Well,
it's pretty heavy.
It is pretty heavy. I don't think I'd put it.
I would put it on one of those sandwich thins. I think.
Yeah,
because
or even a light bun if you have light hamburger buns in your groceries. Sometimes I can find it. Sometimes I can't.
You just dip it
in the mustard.
Yeah, yeah, very good. It's like. Haven't had a chicken patty in a while. I've had the chicken fingers, but not a chicken patty.
And they are delicious because I've had them before in the past.
We have to share this because I almost wept when I had mine.
I got to be careful with these.
Yeah, these could be bad.
If they become bad, they'll be leaving our home.
Yes, these are from Trader Joe's. Mini Cafe Twists. And what they are...
I'll show you the size.
Yeah.
For the first 4, they're 1 point each.
Yes.
So 4, then you get more and they start to get higher, I believe.
These are ridiculous.
They're pretty big.
They taste like
flaky
pie crust. They taste like pie
cinnamony
crust.
Delicious.
They're no dairy, no butter, no eggs, no yeast, low sodium, 30 calories per twist.
I almost wept.
And I'm not kidding. These are going on Halo Top ice cream with some cooked apples and two of those. And we're talking apple pie a la mode.
Almost wept.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
again, we may not get more because could be bad.
We'll see.
We're going to see if we can control ourselves because they're that good.
We each have had one of them just to try it. So far, so good. I mean,
so far.
It
doesn't mean that I wasn't lying in my bed last night thinking about one of those. And I didn't come and get one. I didn't go get one. But I thought about it.
You're at least down here by the pantry. You're
Absolutely.
downstairs. Upstairs, at least I have to go down some steps.
But I was like, I actually thought about it.
They are so tasty.
So, and then...
Who knew?
I don't know if we've shared these before. You can get these in any Kroger.
Well, we went on a kick
Meijer.
a long time ago with them.
We did.
Long time ago.
The Noni's Biscotti, which I like Biscotti because it's nice if you're on a go breakfast. It's 5 SP, but they're nice and crunchy and they're great with coffee.
Yeah.
And this is the Limon. And they're decent. They're decent size. They're uber crispy.
And
they have a little bit of an
delicious.
icing on the bottom. They're really good.
I actually really like them more for snack than less for breakfast because I only do the 3 or 4 at the max for breakfast. But typically 3.
They're 5 SP, so they're not a huge. It's not something we'll go through quickly. We'll have these for a while. They're individually packaged, which is great.
Yes.
And they'll last for a while because you know it's just 5 SP.
Yeah. And after
me.
we get through the next couple things, we'll share our Starbucks find.
Oh man,
that somebody in our meeting turned us on to.
Yeah. Okay, now these are Trader Joe's too.
Delicious.
And we had to get a tall guy with long arms to get the last box. These are pumpkin cranberry crisps and pistachio pomegranate crisps.
And they're about this big. Each one is about that big, I'd say.
They are 11 crisps for 3 SP. And
that
you
is
can put like the fat-free cream cheese on them,
which is
if
0 for I think 2 tablespoons, I believe it is.
They're like little. They're really, really
flavorful,
crunchy,
and flavorful,
and delicious. Yum. I mean, like this one is like has some. Look at the cranberries and stuff.
The pomegranates and the pistachios. They are yummy. I have to say my favorite is the pistachio pomegranate.
I think that's my favorite too. Even though the pumpkin cranberry is delicious. But you can eat them just by themselves, or you can eat them with the fat-free cream cheese. Now, I saw these on the Rachel's, the Instagram Rachel's Instagram feed, and I thought,
oh, I'm going to talk about our last name, Rachel's.healthy_WW.
Yeah. We talked about that last week, and I found these on her feed, and I was like, I'm going to try those. We're going there. I'm going to pick them up and try them, and they really are good. They're not, especially if you like really crunchy.
Yes.
You're not going to plow through these like chips. They're a little hard, and they got some chewy from the cranberries and stuff.
From the dried cranberries.
So you're not going to plow through these. They're going to take a little while to eat, and you can really enjoy the nice burst of love them.
Love them.
And I think food-wise, that was all other than we went back to an old traditional. You want to share our old traditional snack?
One of our favorite when we first started doing Weight Watchers, 3 years ago. We had more points back then because, we weighed more.
Yeah.
So we did the reduced fat peanut butter. Now we do the Jif Whips.
Which I am obsessed with, by the way.
Obsessed with. I mean, and we do 2 of the rice cakes, the caramel corn Quaker rice cakes. They're pretty big. And we just take 1 tablespoon of the Jif Whips and kind of spread it between both of them so that you
go grab the Jif Whips, especially
you get a nice.
If you've watched us, you probably know what it is.
The Jif Whips rock. So we've been doing that as our snack. I think it's like a 6-point snack. Yeah, 6 points, I believe. And it is just it's filling. It's a great snack. There's the protein from the peanut butter, which feels really filling. And I'm back at that. I mean, less of a sweet snack. I usually like my sweet snack, but this is, I'm on this kick now, and it's done me good.
It's peanut butter. We love, if you've watched any of our videos, you know we love peanut butter.
We've kind of stayed away from peanut butter for a long time because
These are the whips. And what I like about the whips is they're they're lighter for one.
Yeah.
And they're also a little easily
spread better than regular peanut butter, which for us is good because you're getting less of it.
See, they're kind of like a whippy peanut butter texture.
Yes.
Trust me, it tastes like peanut butter. It really does.
Because I can't do, we both said we can't do the
PB2. But let me tell you, these spread really nice, so a tablespoon goes a long way.
Long way. And I can't do the powder Jif. That's disgusting.
So we've plow.
Some people love them. I'm so glad you love them. If you found them because they are so low in points, roll with it.
And also, they also have a chocolate whipped peanut butter. So this is pretty old. We don't go through this.
That probably should be really.
It might, it might be past its expiration date.
Probably because it's been sitting there.
Maybe I should do a look-see.
Let's check.
Let's see if it's past its expiration because things do expire. Oh, yes, it is. October 20th, 2016. Although that's probably Best Buy.
Yeah.
So it's probably not quite expired, but it's not long for this pantry, so it probably will go. But you know, that's good for a little if you like chocolate and peanut butter.
So the throwback. I mean, that's what but you know what I think has been good about that snack, to come back to it, is that it's a filling snack.
It is. Peanut butter.
If I have that in the evening,
protein.
I don't really have, after I have it, don't really feel the need to munch anymore that night, which is good.
Which is always the goal.
It's always the goal.
Always the goal.
That was a throwback snack.
It was. I think that we have a lot of new stuff, but we also have some stuff that, you know, we're bringing back. That's like, you know, feta kind of fell off the radar for me until I discovered the fat-free. I think we had used the light in the past, but the fat-free is really good. It's a kick of salt. I love that kick of salt.
And it has become instead of, we don't use the Parmesan anymore. That's what we use. I will go to restaurants. I know I'm going to order spaghetti, and I will take my feta container in my purse.
It's like, excuse me, will I get my feta cheese?
And I actually will take my own garlic bread.
It's ridiculous.
I just make my 4-point, the New York light.
And
they have a light.
You know, they're in a baggie in your purse.
And my purse.
Slip them out.
I mean, I don't care if it's cold, and it's just, you know, it's my.
Sometimes you're just like,
my baked garlic bread.
Excuse me, will I pull out all of my food and eat it at your table at your restaurant?
Sometimes a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Oh, there's one other thing we found.
What?
Trader Joe's. Hold on.
Oh gosh! I mean, we found so much stuff. We started pulling it out of the pantry, and
I can't believe I forgot this.
This has not been
This
tested.
is one of those that we just were on the way out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like, ooh,
this could be good.
Fat-free balsamic, and it was 1 point for 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, it's a Trader Joe's.
And dressing is a rough thing. I've been ordering this Skinny Girl on Walmart.com.
I think you should taste it now.
Okay.
Open it up. Go get a little spoon or something, and taste it now.
Will you open it?
Let's do the taste test.
I can't see.
Let's pull out the glasses. See? So ill-prepared, Kim.
Well, I forgot.
She forgot about it. We were literally walking toward the register, and I noticed because it was on sale it was like $1.99.
Yeah, they're on sale. Yeah, I don't know if that's the regular price, but hey.
No, it was on sale. I love when it's on sale when you've never tried it because you don't know if you're gonna like it because you're like, if this is really bad, I've paid a lot of money for it, and it's a bummer.
And it's sad.
And it becomes like a bummer. You're like, this is, and I love balsamic. I love balsamic on chicken. I like on my salad. What do you think?
Did you shake it?
I didn't shake it. Let's shake first. Ooh, it's got a nice smell. It has a nice balsamic-y smell.
It has a nice bouquet.
Yes.
It's a nice bouquet.
Ooh, it does. It has a little bit of sharp. What do you think?
I like it. And you know why? Because it's sweet. It's a sweet balsamic.
It's sweet and tangy, I think both.
Well, yeah, but I got that sweetness right away, then I got the tang. Sweetness came first. I like it a lot.
It's very distinctive.
I'm a fan.
It's not weird.
It catches you at the end, but it gets you up front with that sweetness.
And basically, it's fat-free, and it's a vinaigrette, no preservatives, and no artificial flavors. So
I like it.
Trader Joe's balsamic.
I'm very excited.
Really good.
But actually put it on actual salad.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I've got to say, just speaking of salad, it reminded me, you and I had gone to Chick-fil-A several weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I never get the salad. I always get my
chicken sandwich.
And instead of getting the fruit, I want something different. So I get the chicken sandwich and I got a side salad. And we split the side salad. And I think we split a fruit cup. Yeah. And oh my gosh.
Their salad.
Just typical side salad was really good.
Now their dressing, what was their dressing point-wise? It was pretty high.
You know what? I can't remember what it
was.
But
I would take this with me.
In my individual little cups I have.
And put on that salad because their salad's
definitely
really good. Again, it's one of those places that we go and we have basically our thing that we eat there. But sometimes we say, well, okay, let's try something a little different.
I just was in the mood for green.
Shake it up.
I was in the mood for green.
Yeah, but it's, again, walking in that door and knowing what points are. So knowing what the points are, or looking it up before you order, because what happens when sometimes you go in there, you think you know it's going to be okay, you order it, you sit down, you've eaten half of it, and you go, oh, maybe I should look that up. And you're like, oh my God.
You're like, the horror.
Now I can't eat anything the rest of the week. Or you're basically like not eating any of your extras the rest of the week because you've just blown it. Yeah, so it's like, don't do that to yourself. It's no fun. It's no fun.
And, I have to say, we were, kind of, doing the big scan on all of this stuff, and I thought, hitting stars every time I scan something.
Yeah.
Don't forget, when you're scanning new stuff like this and you're shopping, hit that star so it gets added to your favorites. And share your stuff.
Yeah.
Some of these things are going to go to my meeting, I think, this week.
This was a share from Lisa in our meeting.
Yeah.
And we
share with
usually
others.
will use like the turkey ballpark franks that we use, the hot dogs. But oh my gosh, it's nice to have like a sweet Italian turkey sausage.
And I, for 2 points, would even split that with you and just take half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would take one and just split it.
Even if I just wanted just a little bit
in
my mac and cheese that I eat, the Lean Cuisine mac and cheese. Yum. It's I can't wait to try it.
So yeah, lots of these containers may need to go to our meeting this week to be shared. I mean, sometimes every once in a while when you don't usually take tons of stuff to meetings, most people don't, but so if you don't go, I mean, we don't really usually do this.
No.
So it's not typical, but every once in a blue moon someone will say, I found some I had to share.
Okay, of everything that we shared food-wise, what's your favorite? Look at all of it now, don't. I knew you were gonna pick that! I knew you were gonna pick that.
Even over this, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
This will become a staple. This will not.
I would agree with that.
This will be a treat. And this will be...
This has the potential to be dangerous.
Well, no, this will be something I purchase. I won't purchase it all the time.
No, it won't be a standard.
It won't be a staple in our. It just will not, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I will enjoy this as a treat, and maybe I won't get it for a couple of months, and then maybe I'll buy another one a couple months from that.
But let me tell you,
that's how it'll be treated, and that's how those things should be treated.
I agree.
They're a treat.
They are a treat,
and that's what I'm trying to get into my head about food. Some things are a treat.
Yeah. Well, and we don't have a ton of sweet stuff in our home, but we are smart enough to keep a variety of like a packet of reduced fat vanilla wafers, maybe these guys
individually packaged, mind you,
and in these little cookies and something like that. We have maybe 3 or 4
like
different
variety.
things, and we switch them up because on the snack or like the little dessert, whatever you want to call it, I can get bored.
But if it ever becomes something that seems to be a problem,
it's gotta go.
We no longer buy it.
No.
And all these, I don't really think they're going to be a problem. I think though I will be utilizing
like
my
I said, I thought
just
about
fine.
it last night.
It's not something I will buy all the time.
No,
that has to just be how that is.
My fear was when she bought. Remember, we had this. It was on one of our videos.
Yeah, the vanilla wafers.
I really thought one day I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna sit up and there'll be all these vanilla wafer wrappers all around me. I thought that was gonna happen, and it didn't.
You know what? Since that video, we've only had 2 boxes of those in our house.
We have,
That one we talked about. And we're on number 2 and it's half full.
Yeah.
And they have, 10 packs in them?
Yeah, I think
we're still on the same pack.
Yeah.
And the second pack.
But but be smart and
be smart about it.
Have things in your house that aren't red lights, but that you enjoy. And have the variety that you can switch it up because you do get bored. And when you get bored, you get tempted.
You start eating around your food.
You do.
To something you really want.
Because we will generally eat. We have our cards, and this is building up for us to really do a new, some additions to our recipe cards.
Yes.
And we're just, compiling some new food so we can look at them.
New meals.
And then putting together some new meals from those.
New snacks. And also, I even talked to Kelly about doing just kind of a digital form of our snacks.
We have
just doing
Instagram.
Because I copy photos of snacks. I pull up. I see somebody's pointing something. I take a picture with my phone.
Yep.
And maybe doing an album. Take a picture of my stuff and put K&K's food ideas and have it in my phone. Do that in your phone.
Right.
If you don't want to write out the cards, you don't have to.
No, you can make them digital.
You can take your ingredients out that you're making to make that meal, prepare that meal. Put it on your counter, take a picture, and go in with and edit it somehow. And I know you can do it.
You can put photos in a folder in your phone, and then go look at that folder when you're preparing your shopping list because you're like, I feel like this. I mean, we do that with our cards.
You can edit it and put points over top of the photo. I know you can do something like that. That can be done.
Absolutely.
So there's a way to even do a digital, card for your food if that's something you prefer. Because some people just don't want to write them out, and I get that. It doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
So find another method that works for you.
Yeah.
Because I've considered doing it digitally as well.
Right now we've got the cards, and we're gonna get ready to make some additions, and maybe we'll decide to make it more digital. But it's working now.
I'm fine with the cards for now, but I do think I might do tempt to a digital and see how I do with it. Because then you have it with you in the store.
We do, but usually we plan. I mean, there's some planning ahead of what we're going to eat during the week.
Although I gotta say, for Christmas, Kelly got me a wonderful gift. She got me the Echo, the Amazon Dot thing. And you talk to it and it tells you stuff and it sets your alarm. And so I love it because if I'm downstairs, I can run into her room.
Don't say it too loudly. She'll hear you.
She'll hear me. And go, Alexa, add this item to my shopping list. If I'm upstairs and I think of it, I go in, I can pop in my room and go, Alexa, add this to my shopping list. And she adds it. And I pull up my app and there's my shopping list.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go write it down because then you're like, oh, I'll write it down tomorrow. And then you totally forget.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Now I know.
Alexa, it's awesome. But if you say her name, she wakes up.
And that's it. And
Yeah. You gotta watch it.
but the fact that, and you can have them all over your house and just put them on like one thing. And
It's kind of scary.
Anybody in your household who adds to that list, it's
Yeah.
on the list when you go to the store.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny if she went and
There was
I put
some
a bunch of
crazy on the
crazy
list?
stuff on the list and she was like, what's happening? What do you mean you want ho-hos?
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna find like the orange.
You're gonna find some crazy stuff on it.
Hostess orange cupcakes are gonna be on there, aren't they?
Yes. You're going to see some crazy stuff and you're going to think, what happened?
What the heck did she do?
And yeah, but if you say the name Alexa, she wakes up. So we have to, but how often do you say that name? But if you do,
don't.
we spell it if we're talking in front of her. I know that sounds
Or you
insane.
could say Alex, and she doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
It has to be.
But well, we're talking about a cool product.
But
you
you
can
can
say,
way to like
you
do
can
your
say,
grocery list.
Alexa, what time is it? Or Alexa, set my alarm clock.
Oh,
I mean, it's
there's-
just insane. It's insane. It's really crazy.
But for me, I think the biggest thing for me is the shopping
Shopping
list.
list.
And I gotta tell you, it's made that so much easier because it's while I'm
I'll
thinking
tell
of
you
it.
what else it's really great for is if you're saying, Alexa, if you're trying to figure out how many tablespoons are in a half a
She
cup,
will tell you.
She will tell you. Like, so if you're trying to do you're tracking and you're like, or you're trying to make a meal and you're trying to figure out, okay, instead of a cup and my little thing is not breaking it down enough and I have to put cups in, how do I translate that? You can ask her that question and she'll give it to you.
I need to
It's
get one
really
for the
nice.
kitchen so you can have
It's
multiple.
really nice. You can pull up, I think you can even pull up like recipes and ask it for like standard recipes. I think you can connect it to like all recipes or certain things like that. There's so many things you can do with it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, it's almost like another tool.
I need to
And I'm
explore
trying
it.
to really find a way to integrate it more ways as a tool to help me with my weight loss journey. And the
Interesting.
shopping thing is a key right now.
The shopping has been the big thing. I
Being
used
able to ask
utilize it
questions
for.
about like measurements and things like that. There, I think there's just more ways you can use it. I think you can even use it for motivation. You can use it for her to tell you,
yes.
Kelly, you look so beautiful today. Have you lost weight? I think you can tell it to say stuff to you.
It has like things you can connect
Like
to
apps,
through Amazon,
yeah.
but they've not been as successful. Some of them don't
Yeah.
connect.
Yes.
So I've struggled with that, but
But you know
you know
it's
what?
coming.
In the grand scheme of things, it's coming.
It's coming.
And I just tell myself it's really helping me for one of the biggest things right now, and that is my shopping list.
Yeah, and it's a tool. I mean, it's like everything
Yeah,
else.
that's a big
finding the
tool.
tools that work for you, and I love it.
Me too.
So I think we're going to sign off here.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.
Yes.
Lighter later.
We will, because we're on a streak.
On a streak. Bye.
Bye.